So we're finally getting back to this car.
Got us a nice little header. Kind of nice, not really. You know, it's just
It'll work.
It's just an OBX, but it'll work.
Yeah, it'll work.
I'm sure it's better than what would have come in with that kit if it fit.
We got the rest of the kit halfway on. Intercooler's mounted. Some of the poppings ran. We need to get some elbows. We cut out right there. We're gonna run the pipe through there. Did you figure it out?
Yeah, it fits. It's not OBX header. It's not real right on.
Maybe it's really right on.
No, it just seems like the holes are just a little bit off. Where they'd go on the end of the studs, but it wouldn't go all the way down.
So right now you're putting the turbo header on.
Yes, I am. And it does look like the turbo's gonna have to go up, which is good. That's what we want. We had to go buy new studs because we lost all the old stuff because it's been a year since we worked on this thing.
Yeah. Haven't done anything to the motor. It's a stock automatic transmission, stock engine.
Yep, we're gonna put about 8 pounds to it, or 6 pounds, somewhere in there at first, and then we're gonna get another motor for it on an engine stand and building it.
Yep. We're gonna buy another motor and
Probably
build
gonna
it.
push this motor up to about 15-ish psi, and then
If it blows up, it doesn't matter because these engines are $100.
we're gonna push it to probably right when we think it's about to blow up. We're gonna leave it there until we get the other motor fully built. And we're gonna just swap motors one day. We're gonna put a motor and a built transmission in it at the same time. This car's gonna come back out after that with 500 horse.
Yeah, eventually it's gonna be completely built. Parts are super cheap for these. Just to build this whole motor is crazy cheap. And obviously we're gonna get a better turbo.
Yeah, eventually. For sure, the fuel lines are gonna have to be moved. The fuel lines, I'm probably gonna take it loose off this header, off this head, and I'm gonna bend them over, and then come around here, and I'm gonna take it loose over here, and I'm gonna make them connect over here on the other side of the.
As long as it doesn't leak fuel, I don't care.
It won't leak.
This car weighs 2,500 pounds with me in it. So it should move. When it
Imagine
gets,
how it's gonna move when it has 500 on it.
yeah, it's gonna be very fast.
She's snug up against the head everywhere.
Think it's gonna leak?
No. It won't develop a leak major enough that we gotta worry about it before we get a new turbo. Anyway. We may have to relocate these coolant hoses too. That's the amazing thing about buying a universal kit. You gotta make everything work.
Basically. Pan.
Oh, I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
It's very low, whatever it is.
That ain't good. Nope. That ain't good. That broke really easy. So if you heard that little pop, one of the stock studs broke.
on the end.
Yeah, the worst one that could have broke, but we got a lot of fabbing and everything to do, so we're gonna keep putting it together. If it leaks later on down the road, I'll take it off and drill it out.
Yeah, that one there broke.
Catch on the ground.
Maybe it won't leak. Eventually it's going to get a different motor anyways. But I would like this one to get by for now.
Yeah, I barely put any torque on it either, and it broke. I guess this thing has Honda bolts too.
2004 bolts.
Yeah, that's what it was. They were just too old. I can get right here.
The turbo manifold is on now and everything's tightened down except that one bolt that broke. Now what are you doing over here?
I'm getting everything. I'm going to make it where it's just the exhaust housing and the turbine, so I can get everything mounted up. You know, not so much stuff in the way. I gotta take this off to get this bolt out.
And we're going to clock the turbo
Yes.
to where it's not going to be aiming down like it is right now.
Yeah, it's actually aiming the exact wrong way. I'm surprised this doesn't have a gasket. You know that?
What?
This right here. It doesn't have a gasket at all. I feel like that's gonna leak.
What? Oh, that thing there?
Yeah.
Okay. Did it not come with one?
Uh-uh.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Gasket maker.
If it leaks, yeah. This will be easy to get off down the road. I feel like it should definitely have a gasket though. Cheap turbo kit, there you go.
Yeah. It'll be changed before too long. This little cheap turbo won't be on there. We got the turbo all took apart.
Here's another problem.
Uh-oh. You're gonna have to whoop the firewall.
Nope. Your AC line's in the way.
Really?
Yep. Make sure the old turbo can mount up there. You know what?
What?
The firewall's got to go in a lock.
Just it's actually moving very easy. See if you did anything.
Yeah, she fits on there now. At least it'll go on there like this, how it is.
Yeah, you gotta put the thing on still, so you can give her some more taps. She'll go on. I wonder how much empty space is behind that. Until you start hitting something.
It's got a lot of bag. Key insulation stuff. Got more nicks and cuts on me from this car than I have in the past year. It's getting there. Almost got enough room. She almost has enough room. It'd be nice if it had studs to the top already.
We could probably leave those fuel lines there and just let the exhaust blow on them like that. It'd be all right.
Oh yeah. Shouldn't be a problem. I feel like I'm about to drop a bolt. Actually, right there, it'll hold itself. So now we're going to see if the outer face will go on there. If the outer face does go on there, we're ready to tighten everything up. Made it a longer vacuum line for the wastegate.
That's not an issue.
No.
How much farther?
Quite a bit.
Let's just delete the firewall.
Firewall delete. It's weight reduction.
Apparently that stuff's all in the way. Alright, so we're gonna do some more fighting on that firewall and see if we can get that housing on. We got the car in the air. What are you doing under there?
Well, eventually I'm going to take the oil pan off. Eventually. Right now, since we do have the turbo mounted up good, I'm going to put the bottom bolts in the retainer on the turbo.
Turbo's mounted up good, so you're putting the bottom bolts in the retainer on the turbo.
Yeah, this thing right here. And then 2 more bolts.
So what all's done on this thing now?
Well, we got turbo mounted up. We started on the drain line. We got the oil pan off. We're going to oil pan over here.
So that's where we are now. Is the turbo tightened down and everything?
Yes, the turbo was mounted, everything's tight.
So now we're working on the oil feed and the oil drain. The pan's off, it's over here.
What we're gonna do is right above, I guess this where this pickup is. We're gonna drill and tap a hole, and then we're gonna put a 90 that goes straight up. But everywhere we went, we couldn't find the right fitting. Like we'd find ones that it was too small for the barb or way too big to drill a hole into an oil pan. You know, just something was wrong. So we're gonna end up ordering the exact fitting we need, or a buddy of mine may help us out with some AN lines, which would be sweet if we could just put AN lines on this, but that, you know, may or may not happen.
Oil pan's dirty.
Yeah, old oil.
Set for a while.
So after we get that ran, the old drain, then we're going to work on the oil feed. Everywhere I read says that there's a little barb somewhere on the back of this motor where you can get oil pressure out of. I'm going to do a little bit more research. I'm going to find it, and then we're going to run an oil line out of it into the top feed. This I do not think has a restrictor. No, it definitely does not. I can't see it there either. Definitely no restrictor in there. So, and I've done this before. Usually what I'll do is I'll grind the top of this little fitting off and then drill it out just a little bit, clean it all up, and then just put a nitrous jet in there as a restrictor.
That has worked before, so.
And I got nitrous jets just laying around, so that's a free, you know, it's a free fix instead of having to buy a restrictor, and it's literally the exact same thing. It's not going to affect anything. And of course, I mean, it'll seal up. There's no reason why it wouldn't.
So this is where we are on it now.
Let's get this fitting back in there.
So we don't lose it.
Yeah. Then after that, once we get the oil drain and the oil feed ran, then we're gonna start relocating those hoses and the fuel lines.
Because the exhaust is going to come out right there and go straight up.
Yeah, the exhaust is gonna
Out
come
of
out
it.
into a 90 and then literally come out right here.
Straight out the hood, yep.
So like, straight through that bracket. Right in the middle of the car too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Almost.
Should be fine. But that's where we are on it now. Gonna order some more parts.
Once we get the heater hoses and the fuel lines out of the way, I figure about that time we should have everything in to finish the whole intake system. Get everything actually like tightened up, all the hoses in place on the hose clamps. We'll get a filter on here. I haven't decided yet. I think I'm gonna run like a pipe through here and then put the filter right here. And then run this, the charge pipe through here and then down.
But we'll see. We'll cross that road when it gets here. I guess.
And then we'll have to find a new mounting place for the new dryer too.
Yeah, because we're going to try to keep AC on this.
Yeah, no, we're going to keep AC on this. I mean, we could put a dryer over there if we have to.
And then we got to get a coolant tank. Because we had to take that one off. The factory one. But that's where we are on this now.
Can't believe how much we had to whoop that firewall.
Yep.
We got good clearance now, though. Oh, yeah. Well, the motor mount's off right now too, so it's actually leaning back a little bit. But yeah, she's ready to go. Ready for more work.
Yep, after we order some parts.